Hey guys, welcome back again. This is Justin Jackson with JustinJacksonBaseball.com, and today we're going to talk about long toss. Let's do it. So I want to talk about some of the proper mechanics. I'm here with fellow journeyman and Washington Nationals farmhand Sam Runyon.
What's up, guys?
What's going on, man? This is one of my buddies from way back. Yeah, so we're just, I had a couple questions for you, Sam. Why is long toss important for you as a pitcher and at, the level that you're at? How does it help you?
Mainly, I use long toss as a tool to get out all the little kinks that happen at the beginning of the season, as far as maybe some bicep tendonitis or little muscle aches that I had, just to get my arm back in shape, make it over the hump and go into spring training. But it also helps to lengthen out my muscles.
Also with long toss, so we want to talk to the kids about the proper, based on distances, how far can you go? Are you changing mechanics at all when you're throwing long toss?
No, I don't think so. Just the main thing is to try to throw it as far as you can while keeping a good trajectory on the ball and maintaining your mechanics. Like you said, you don't want to compromise, let the ball loose back here, fly open, any of that stuff. So mainly, during the season, I'll keep it under 200. Off season, I'll go a little bit more past that, like I said, just to lengthen out my muscles a little bit.
On the way back in, it's always important to get back on top of the ball and get back into our, proper throwing downhill mechanics for, being on the mound. Another thing I want to mention is when you get out to your maximum distance, on the way back in, take a throw and work your way in slowly. Don't have your guys running, sprinting back in, You want to take your time and get back so then you can work on getting on top of the ball and throwing low line drives through your target. We don't want to then bring it back in and we're launching the ball in the air. Now we're going to have trouble getting back to our mechanics and getting back on top. So have that guy work himself in a little bit slower. Also, I had a question, Sam. In your long toss, is there any other pitches that you like to throw?
Yeah, I like to get a feel for it at about 120 feet. Why I did that? Because I wanted to have my most honest, natural mechanics while letting the grip work for me. Sometimes guys manipulate their mechanics, especially on a changeup, try to roll over on it, something like that, to get the ball to work for them.
Yeah, or push it sometimes.
Yeah, changeup's a feel pitch to me, and I have a hard time getting feel sometimes because I'm so aggressive. But that helped me to trust in the grip,
right,
and to just make it a natural thing, second nature and everything.
You're never going to throw hard if you don't practice throwing hard. It's not going to just turn on in the game. You got to practice it here. So, I see guys that, go through their mechanics all lazy and don't put any oomph on it. They're losing out. They're losing out on that extra zip that you get that you can work on. You got to train yourself at that level to perform at that level.
Let it eat and repeat.
You can't throw long toss 7 days a week, but you got to know what days you can, and based on, when you throw and how you feel the next day, kind of gauge that, because you got to be ready. You don't want to throw 150 yards and then try to pitch that day.
Sure.
But you got to have some time to work your arm out and stretch it out, so.
Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about that, it's based on the feel, what days?
Yeah, on my 10 days, I strictly keep it to, 120. I'll go 120, get my arm nice and loose. Add a little throw hop in past 90, past 75, 90 if you want, and then get on the mound, because I want to save my stuff for good work on the mound. You only get a certain amount of reps as a pitcher.
Right. But when you're in high school and stuff, and you know that day you're not pitching or you got to practice, don't be afraid to stretch it out and get that. It helps you get some of that lactic acid out of there, and also stretches you out. And a big thing people don't talk about, when you get done throwing like this, it might be a good time to go get some conditioning in and running and flush that body so that it can bounce back for the next day.
Yeah.
Woo, look at them hands. Right now I've got Joe McKeithen. He played at Vanderbilt and he played at NC State. And he's a guy that went to my high school, my alma mater, which we're at today, T.C. Robertson. So he's another alum from T.C. Robertson that's made it to D1 baseball and beyond. So we're going to talk a little bit about the position player long toss. Joel, how you doing today, man?
Doing pretty good.
Good to see you, man. It's a good guy that I've grown up with, and I wanted to ask you, for a position player, what are you trying to get out of your long toss?
Same as a pitcher where you're trying to strengthen your arm. That's the main thing from long toss, but also learn how to move your feet, use your glove, catching the ball in between your body. But for throwing wise, the main thing is learn how to get carry on your ball, which comes from good backspin, spinning the ball right. And once you get deeper, you can feel the difference. You can see what your ball does. If it's tailing too much, then you're yanking it or whatever it is.
Right.
But spinning the ball right is main.
It's a little bit different, for me as a position player. When I was playing shortstop, we spread it out, but I got to learn how to get that carry, like you said, because when you get in the hole and you got to make a long throw, or you're throwing from the outfield, you got to learn how to get that ball and make it do this. So, I think one big thing for me was my footwork. My footwork was huge, and it really allowed me to maximize my carry, my arm strength, and keep your arm healthy. Big thing. And I think catching the ball, being in the middle, and moving your feet was something that really helped me. Was there anything that kind of, at that longer distance, that you kind of tried to hit on?
Yeah, the main thing once you get out there is just having good extension on it, and really staying in your legs good, using your whole body, not just short arming or throwing it, but using your whole body and getting good extension with your arm so that it does spin right and goes where you want it to.
I think one last thing with position players is when you bring it back in and you're at 90 feet, this is like a time for us to, move our feet, quick hands, get our hands working, especially infielders. Outfielders, not so much. Here you might want to, work on, keeping that ball low and riding it through. But at the infield, we want to work on our feet. Boom, boom. Thank you guys for watching. If you do me a favor, go subscribe to my page, and also send me a like. Give me a little like right there and leave a comment if you have any other videos you want me to kind of cover or any questions. I'll try to answer your questions down there in the comment section. Thank you for watching, and keep on balling.